This is GVI, Green Village Initiative, and we've been visiting the community gardens. We were earlier at Denver Avenue, and it was a community garden totally maintained by the neighborhood. This one's a little bit different. This is a combination of neighbors and Green Village Initiative here, and they have some youth here from the community that they're teaching all the gardening. And I have with me
Delisha Ramsey.
Delisha. And Delisha actually lives in Bridgeport but goes to Trumbull High. And she's been in this program. And we're just going to talk a little bit about what you've learned while you were here. Yeah. I really do love it. Every time, this is probably my third visit. It's hot again today, and that's what we need to grow stuff. And it's very sunny, but it's a beautiful day. And we've had a great time going through the garden and looking at the different things that are being grown here. I learn something every single time I come about what's a weed, and edible weed, and a flower that's edible, and it's very interesting. So for me, I learned something even in my age and coming here over and over again. When you're here, what is it that you hope to learn?
I hope to take leadership skills with me as I continue to pursue my career as a natural pathologist. I plan on doing when I attend college.
Oh wow!
So by actually working here for the years I've been here, it's actually helped me to pursue my career path.
So when you leave Trumbull High School, you're going to go.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this thing called UTC, which is the Urban Training Center in Panama. For my
Panama?
Church. Yeah, for my church. And I'm going to be out there for a year. And then when I come back, I plan on going to college for naturopathology itself.
So this program started on what date and when does it end?
So for this year, it started around June 21st, June 22nd. And then our last day here is August 12th.
So tell me about some of the things that they actually do in the way of education. What do they teach you?
So we have a series of different types of programs along with workshops. Within each workshop, each person takes away something new. So for example, the cooking workshop, you learn knife skills, you learn how to cook itself and how to use the food that we grow itself here in your own kitchen. For food justice, you learn about what food justice is and how it impacts our community or how it impacts our school systems, because a lot of the times people don't really know what's happening. So by introducing those topics to people, then they actually gain awareness from it.
And do you know how many other youth are here with you?
There's approximately 10 or 11 more.
And how often do you come here?
I come here Tuesday through Saturday.
For what period of time? From what time to what time?
From 8 to 12:30.
And so tell me a little bit about what are some of your responsibilities while you're here?
So this is my second year as an agricultural career leader. However, it's my fifth year here within the program.
Your fifth
itself.
year?
Yeah. So I started out as a volunteer and I made my way up to an agricultural career leader. Some of my responsibilities are overseeing the crew, making sure that they stay on task, making sure that they stay hydrated and that they understand the importance of what they're doing, so that when the program itself is done, they can actually take that with them. So that's why we provide different programs such as job skills, so that they can learn how to apply this to other jobs.
So do you like it?
Yeah.
You really do. I guess
really
if you've been
loved
here
it.
for 5 years and you've grown through it, it's wonderful. A lot of times you get involved in something for 1 year because it's a project and you don't come back, but you've made it a part of what your goals are and what you want to do when you finish high school.
Yeah. RCF is home to me. It's family. As soon as I came here, the first day I came in as a volunteer, I was just welcomed, and that's what kept, had me keep going, because the way that you meet new people that you probably would have never met itself, here at Reservoir Community Farm, and no matter if it's your first day or your first year here, you're always going to be considered family, which is what I love about the job itself, and connecting with people within the community.
Well, I know tomorrow is the day that today you're pulling produce to have the farm stand tomorrow, so I'll be back again tomorrow because I want to purchase some stuff, not just pull stuff out of the garden, but I would like to buy some of the produce, so I'll be back again tomorrow. But thank you so much.
No problem.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
Going through the gardens, looking at the different beds. I know that some of the beds are private. People come from the community and do beds, and then I know there's all these other beds that are specific to GVI, and then you sell the produce to people in the community through a farm stand, right?
Yes.
So how long have you been here?
This is my first year actually. I actually really like it. I'm learning a lot of new skills.
So it's your first year here, being here, and where do you go to school?
I go to school at Bullard Havens Technical High School.
And what is it that you hope to take from what you've learned here into your life?
To be able to work with people, to be able to respect people, to be able to treat people how you would like to be treated, and learning how to like save money, learning how to grow your own crops, like things like that.
So have you ever done farming before, or any backyard garden?
Yeah, I used to help my mom. In her backyard.
And so what type of stuff would your mom grow?
She would grow squash, zucchini, tomatoes, peppers.
And that's a lot of the stuff that they're growing here,
Yes.
right? So it's interesting to see so much of it being grown right here in an urban center. So part of this is about food justice, with people being able to have access to fresh, healthy fruits and vegetables that are affordable. And so when your mom is growing food in her backyard, you all use it to help you have healthy eating habits and to make healthy meals?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it that you really, out of all your time, I know you're here until the end of August, out of all the time that you spend here, if you had to say to somebody who you wanted to encourage another young person to come here, what is the one thing that you could say to them to make them want to be here? Because I know they can't, there's only a certain amount of children that they can bring in to work on this project. What was the one thing that you would say to them and say, this is the reason that you should do it?
I would say because you would get a good learning experience, like how to work with people, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Building relationships with people.
Yes.
Yeah. I know you have to work together because I know this is a lot of work. You know, it's been nice. I've been lucky enough to just walk through and pick up like a pepper and these beautiful tomatoes. I'm teasing everybody that I'm taking enough to go home and make a salad this evening. But what's nice about this is that I know what I'm getting. I know where it's been grown. I know that it's healthy. I picked it myself. And I think it's a wonderful experience for everyone.
I'm glad that you think that.
Thank you. I really have enjoyed my time here, and it's not my first time, and I'm going to keep coming back. And at some point, I hope to have a plot that I'm really going to follow through and start my own plot so I can come pick my own vegetables instead of taking other people's. All right? So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Christina Sandolo, Executive Director of Green Village Initiative. Green Village Initiative is an urban agriculture and food justice organization here in Bridgeport. So we have 4 primary programs that we run. So you're at Reservoir Community Farm. This is our hub site. So this is where we do a lot of our community education. Really, we're trying to get as many hands in the dirt here as we possibly can. And we grow as much food as we can while doing that. We grew 6,000 pounds of food last year from this site. It gets sold at our farm stand Thursday evenings and Saturday days. We've got a youth program that takes place here at the farm. So that's our second program. 12 high school youth work with us for 8 weeks every summer. And they're the primary growing power on the farm, but they also learn about food justice, and we do some leadership development workshops and professional development workshops. And then we have a community garden program. We work with 13 community gardens across Bridgeport, so we reach about 200 families through that program. And that's where a family can sign up for a plot to grow food for their families. And we have a school garden program. We support 23 school gardens across Bridgeport, so we make sure that they have healthy soil, seedlings, tools, and new this year lesson plans that ladder up to the Bridgeport curriculum through a partnership with Sacred Heart University. So we reach hundreds of students through that program, but that the lesson plans that we've developed with Sacred Heart are really going to put us on the pathway towards reaching thousands of school students through that program.
Now, I know when I've been here before, there have been students from the university. Do you have any this year?
Yeah, we often have, we've got a few different ways that folks from the university interact with us. So we often have volunteer days where we'll have community groups or university groups do some work with us on the farm, spend a day with us. We've got college-age internships. We've got 3 college-age interns that are working with us through the summer from Fairfield University and a few other universities. And then actually we reach younger kids on this site as well, because we do experiential field trips So those kids, those younger students that have school gardens at their schools can come here and get their hands in the dirt with our farmers and take those skills back to their school gardens. We're also doing professional development workshops for teachers, so they can get that professional development credit, learn how to use our new school garden lesson plans, and then take those skills back to their schools.
So I know when I was talking to the young people who are here today, they talked about cooking classes. So are you
Yes.
actually teaching how to cook also?
Yeah, so the youth program that takes place here at the farm, we do have so it's an 8-week program. We have a series of workshops that the youth go through, so they really learn about their own identity. They learn about food systems and food justice, and the farm's role in that, and GVI's role in that, and their own role in building a better Bridgeport. And so one of the workshops that we did this year was a culinary workshop with Chef Raquel of A Pinch of Salt, and it went really well. We did it at our office. So the youth got to actually grow food and then cook it for each other and break bread together and share a meal, which was amazing. So they had their squash in there. They had, I think, their Swiss chard. Their kale was in the meal. It was great.
Well, I want to thank you. You know, I know you understand that it's not about you. It's about the youth that you're helping understand how to grow food and food justice, and that the community that you're serving. But you know, you're core to what's going on here, and I thank you for the work that you do and your diligence and your commitment.
Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without support from the community. So it's great to have you here. Thank you so much.
And so my other question would be, if there's anything that if you could think of anything that you could get your legislators to help you with, what would it be?
We are in a few ways working with the Food Policy Council to create systemic change through urban agriculture. So we're trying to facilitate more urban agriculture here in Bridgeport. So I think 2 ways that can happen is more support for long-term community garden and urban farming sites. So we're going to be working closely with the city to develop a roadmap towards that. And then a second way is equitable education just in general, and I think that our role in that is, again, making sure that folks can use school gardens as an educational tool to meet their academic goals. So I think focusing on how to improve the education system would be amazing, and if we could partner together on that, that would be great.
All right, well, we put it on tape. It's on camera. We'll play it over and over again. We'll get it. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
You're
Senator.
welcome. Thank you.